Hello YouTube. It's been a while since my last video, and just before making this video I was rewatching some of my old videos, and I was reminding myself what video I wanted to do today. And what I want to do is basically make a message video for the female audience, and the message is basically a warning, like be careful what choices you decide to do for yourself, because I've been watching a lot of relationship, a lot of MGTOW, incels, black pill, etc., etc. Whatever, like whatever content is out there in YouTube, talking about society, talking about why society is having issues with relationship, why marriages is failing, why our economy is going down the drain, why everything is going worse and worse, etc., etc. And something tells me that yeah, this is gonna become the norm. This is gonna become like essentially the new normal, but it's a scary type of new normal, and I do see some hope, like a light in the darkness, a light in the tunnel. I do see some hope because people know that this is not normal. This is something that has to be fixed, and I do see some people are trying to fix it. But first, before fixing something, you should like identify the problem. And that's usual. Whenever I use a picture, I use the picture relating to what I'm talking about in the video. And this picture right here that you see, woman then versus woman now, is essentially what I'm trying to warn women about making choices, and warning them that if you make the wrong choice, it's gonna follow you. If you seen my last video about my ex proving me right, I recommend watching it even though I sound like a broken record because I was repeating myself, and I'm gonna try my best to not repeat myself. But anyway, in that video, I was explicitly talking about how my ex proved me right, and it was a painful experience because I did not want to be proven right about my ex. I seen my ex as someone very innocent. She is beautiful. She is a beautiful woman, but because of that beauty, I sort of see her in an innocent way. But the problem is, she has a past that's clearly not innocent. Not at all. She's literally guilty in the sense of term. And she slept around with a bunch of dudes. And I'm sadly one of those dudes. But me, I was trying my best to make the relationship a long term commitment. And sadly, because the romance was one sided, in other words, I was putting a lot of effort, I was the one simping. I fully realized that all that went down the drain, and I could tell like the relationship was not gonna last. So I ended up breaking up with her before she break up with me. I knew eventually she'll break up with me, but I decided to do her the favor and break up with her. And funny enough, that kind of hurt her pride that I did that before she got the chance to do it. And because of that, she kind of seek revenge against me, and it didn't work. The only thing that worked is us permanently no longer seeing each other or making any form of contact or communication. That being said, to get on to the topic of this video is basically a warning to my female audience that be very careful of the choices you make in your life, because life, guys, is basically us existing on this planet with limited time, and spend those time wisely. If you make a bad choice, learn to live with it, move on with it, and deal with it. Deal whatever consequences you have. But what I'm seeing with women these days, and it's literally the most scariest thing that I've seen so far about women, is that you ladies confuse consequences with accountability. I'm gonna say this out loud in this video, and I'm gonna repeat it. Consequences and accountability are two different things, two different meanings. I repeat, consequences versus accountability is two different things. You could absolutely escape accountability. Like, don't get me wrong, ladies. All those memes, all those videos about you ladies dodging accountability, you guys could literally do that. What you cannot do, and this goes for everybody in life, is escaping consequences. The bad choices you make in your life, you could do so much to negate consequences, but I promise you, they will eventually catch up to you and it's gonna destroy you. Consequences is something that you cannot escape, and this is why I'm a strong believer in karma. And not to mention, I'm a I'm a person that believes that if you do something right, it will be awarded eventually. But if you, as long as you read the situation in the room, if that makes sense, like if you're in a situation where doing the right thing is gonna help you out in the long run, then you should do it because karma is like legit real. I really do believe in that. And sadly, I feel like a lot of ladies don't understand this. They don't understand that consequences is vastly different from the meaning of accountability. And because of that, nowadays, just like this picture that you see right here, a woman having over 15 partners and has major trust issue and cannot have connection with the average man, like a long-term commitment with the average man, is very, very concerning, but at the same time disturbing. And what's even more disturbing is you ladies kind of pride yourself that you got options, but I'm pretty sure those options are not the options that you ladies want. And when you do like get into a sexual relationship, you end up banging with a guy that's pre-planning to bang another woman on the side, and he's basically seeing you like it's something short term, not a long term. That's why we see this statistic that's coming out, and I've seen a bunch of videos that talks about this. That over 60% of men are single, not looking for dates, and possibly virgins, while only 33% of women are single and possibly, virgins as well. But I believe that virginity rate is even lower because a lot of studies shows that essentially you ladies, you're very easy when in terms of getting laid. All it takes is for you to say yes to a guy that wants to sleep with you, as long as both of you guys are in agreement, and there it happens. Like you guys do your own thing in the bed. But for us guys, we need like a confirmation from you ladies if you want to sleep with us. You ladies, as long as you say yes and it's consensual, like no one's forcing you, obviously the sex is gonna happen. But that statistic graph, I truly believe that statistic graph is, like factual. But I also believe that it's a little higher for male virginity and the singlehood of men, like a little more higher than girls' virginity and singlehood. Matter of fact, I believe the girls' singlehood is slightly higher as well, but the videos I've been watching, they've been saying that it's probably because the women that are in a relationship, they're in a relationship with a guy that's in multiple relationship with other women. So think about that, guys, ladies. And it's kind of sad that this is happening in our society because when you guys think about it, it's a lose-lose for everyone, including you ladies. And essentially what I'm trying to get to the point of this video is this. You ladies gotta understand that you have it very good. You're living in the best age to become a woman. Well, not to become a woman, but you ladies are women, so I shouldn't say that. But you're living in the best age to be a female, to be a woman, and sadly, I feel like most of you ladies, especially the pretty ones, like in this picture right here, underneath the woman now, the woman with the pink hair, she's pretty, but what's kind of sad is that sorry, my car is revving up. What's kind of sad in this picture is that this is a perfect example of a woman that is not well. Like, it's hard to describe this, but most women that are complaining about being single on TikTok, most women that are doing OnlyFans, most women that are under medications, anxiety medications, you could tell that they're pretty. You could tell that they're definitely not unattractive. You could tell that if these ladies want to, they could get into a relationship with any guy easily. The problem is, what I'm seeing in my perspective, in my point of view, is that you ladies are self-sabotaging yourself just in hopes to get a guy that everyone wants to be with. And that's the problem right there. It's hard to say this, but the best way I could put it, the average lady wants to be with a guy that almost every lady wants to be with. Meanwhile, us normal men, we're just out in the dust, out in the desert. So the result of that is it's a lose-lose game. So what do we all do? Nothing. It's because we can't force anyone to do anything. Otherwise, that's considered abusive or slavery or whatnot. So what do? We learn how to enjoy ourselves, enjoy the singlehood, enjoy the single life, enjoy our isolation, essentially. We learn how to enjoy it. Me personally, I found my methods of enjoying my alone time, and I'm starting to get to the point where I'm accepting it. I'm accepting this alone singlehood, and most likely I am gonna end up single forever. But my message to you ladies is basically be careful with what you ladies are doing. Be careful how you give yourself away, because if you do that, you're gonna end up alone and broken, just like my ex. And I feel like a lot of ladies are already heading in that direction. But I know the younger ladies, the younger generation, because they're living the age of TikTok and YouTube, they're already seeing the consequences. I repeat, the consequences of the aftermath of ladies who took this route. And it scared the crap out of them, so much so that some of the younger ladies, they're becoming more conservative. And that's an interesting topic and research that I've been reading about how the younger ladies are becoming more conservative. And that's because they know that stuff is not normal. They know that stuff is not healthy. They know that stuff it's not, how do I say this? It's not a state of happiness. It's more like a state of misery. And they do not want to be miserable. They do not want to be mentally ill. They don't want to be in a short-term relationship where they feel like the guy just used them for pleasure and then discarded them later. So just like this picture that you see right here, a woman now having over 15 sexual partners, have major trust issue and scared just to be in a long-term relationship. I like the fact that in this picture, it literally says, I do not know how to accept genuine love, and things past skin deep connection frighten me. That's kind of ironic, because I bet most of you ladies out there wants that. You want a deep, skin deep connection. But the fact is that since you guys are so used to, or I shouldn't say you guys, you ladies are so used to having multiple dudes masturbate inside you, that you forgot how genuine connection feels like, how true love feels like. And because of that, you guys not only have trust issues, but you guys keep getting discarded as a piece of meat thrown in a dumpster. You guys are having an anxiety issue because you put yourself in that situation in the first place. And that's why I'm making this video, just to warn you ladies that don't take this route. Don't take the route like my ex did. Don't take the route like many other millennials, Gen Z, and all the way up to the hippie era that a lot of ladies did. Don't take that route. It's gonna end badly for you. And if you want to see a perfect example of a beautiful woman not being happy despite all the sexual attention they have, look up porn star, female porn star, and suicide. It is so sad to see beautiful, attractive woman going into the sex industry despite having all the fame, despite having all the sexual pleasure, despite all those things. They are still not happy. They have mental illness and they're killing themselves. They actually do commit suicide. I'll be happy to leave a link down in the description below about female porn star and suicide. It's a very interesting topic, but at the same time, it's very sad. It's very sad that beautiful women are killing themselves. And the reason why is because it's what I've been trying to say throughout my YouTube channel, that sex is very deep. Like, sex itself is very valuable, and it's a human physical activity for you to bond with another human being. Sex is something that you should not, toy with, or do something just out of pleasure. No, sex is something that you do something out of wanting to have a deep connection with another human being. Well, ladies, I think I overrant myself, but I hope you understand my warning. I hope you understand that the bad choices will follow you. Remember, you cannot escape your consequences. You could dodge accountability, but you will not escape consequences. Just remember that. Well, ladies, goodbye, and thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.